Shalom, this is Rabbi Allen, and before we get started with Yeshua in the Torah, I want to welcome new people that are watching my video. I do have a new Facebook page, and there are a lot of you that are now friends on my Facebook page, and so you are following me and watching this video for the very first time. So for all of you, I welcome. Now, if you would like to see all of the videos that I've done in the past, I have done 34 videos dealing with Yeshua in the different weekly Torah portions. This is my 35th video that I'm doing. So if you want to access them, down below there is, it says Rabbi on the Fly. That's my channel. If you click on that, it will bring you to my channel. And if you click on videos, you can see all of the videos, and you can watch. If you want to, you can watch all the videos as I went through weekly with the Torah portions, showing how Yeshua is in the weekly Torah portions. And so let's get to our portion this week. This week's portion is Vayechai. Vayechai is, and he lived. It's Genesis 47:28 through 50:26. And the corresponding Haftarah portion is from 1 Kings chapter 2, verses 1 through 12. And so let's get right into it this week. These are Jacob's last words to his sons, the 12 sons that are representing the 12 tribes of Israel. And so actually they're representing the Jewish people, because they are actually were the heads, the beginning of the 12 tribes. And so let's get right to it here. And I want to read from Genesis 49:9. It said, gather together that I may tell you what shall befall you in the last days. And so Jacob gets all of his sons together, and he says, I want to tell you some of the things that are going to be, it's going to be a dismal future for you. And so this dismal future forecast, he tells to his 12 sons. And it's, again, basically, he's telling Israel, he's telling the Jewish people about the future dismal days that they will have. But then he gives them this wonderful hope of the Messiah. And he does it right in this Torah portion, centuries and centuries before Messiah Yeshua is even born. And so in Genesis 49, verse 10, we read that he says to his sons, and this is one of the hopes that he gives to Israel, the scepter shall not depart from Judah until Shiloh or Shiloh comes, and to him shall be the obedience of the people. And so whoever this Shiloh or Shiloh is, they will one day have the obedience of the people. And the people, the Jewish people, will listen to him. Now, the name Shiloh, that we would say in English, is really from the word shalom. And so basically, Shiloh is, we could say that he is, whoever he is that will come, he is a man of peace, or the man of peace. And let me tell you that both Jewish and Christian commentaries and scholars, and in the Talmud and in the Mishnah, when they talk about this Shiloh that Jacob tells his sons about, that they all agree that Shiloh or Shiloh refers to the Messiah. And why would that be? It is because the next verse, this is what Jacob says. He says that this Shiloh or Shiloh would be binding his donkey to the vine, and he washes his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. And so we see this picture of the man of peace we see this picture of a man riding on a donkey, and we see a picture that his clothes would be drenched in red wine. And that red wine really represents the blood that Messiah would one day be drenched in when he is tortured and beaten and then ultimately crucified. And so the prophet Zechariah really agrees with these words of Jacob when Zechariah says in chapter 9, verse 9 and 10, Zechariah prophetically says, "Rejoice greatly, behold, your king is coming to you bringing salvation." And let's remember that the word salvation is the word Yeshua. He is lowly riding on a donkey, and he will speak peace to the nations. So we see that Zechariah is talking about this man of peace, but he's also talking about this man of peace that he will one day be riding on a donkey. And we know that when Yeshua entered into Jerusalem, he was riding on a donkey. And this is really when he was beginning his ministry, formally beginning his ministry, that he came in riding on a donkey, and he was met with cheers by the Jewish people. And that we know that ultimately he would be, in his last minutes of his life, his last hours of his life, he would be drenched in blood. And so we see that Yeshua is definitely in the Messiah, in the Bible, as we see every week. And so we see that Jacob is talking about Messiah, Yeshua to come, generations and generations later. And that is the good news that Jacob was giving to his sons. And so that's it for this week. I want to remind you that if you like this video, there's a thumbs up down below. Click the thumbs up, and you can share that with friends and family and with Jewish friends that you have that don't yet know Messiah Yeshua. You could cut and paste the address up here and send it to them. Or if you go back to the Facebook page that you originally saw this posting, you can share this post and it will go out to all of your friends that you have on Facebook. And that would be a great thing, a great way to share Rabbi on the Fly and Yeshua in the Torah to friends and family. And also, you can go down below and you can subscribe to the Rabbi on the Fly channel, and then you'll have access every week to the videos. And so until next week, this is Rabbi Allen, and I am bidding you shalom, shalom.